love to have a lot of spectators out here, Jim. They love to spend time with the people that come out and cheer them on. In fact, after the races, you're allowed to go across the bridge and get to meet your favorite riders, take a look at their bikes, and talk to them. They love that.
Here they come now in a little bit of a cool down. And I also like afterward when you're, exiting the cycling center here, you'll see a lot of the riders carrying their bikes to put them away. It's a little different than a lot of other sporting events.
After the race is over, sometimes the riders will circle around the track, give you a high five. Pretty cool. You get to touch the athletes at the velodrome.
Here's Daniel Ellis, and he's going to be going against Ryan Bailey. So again, the Australian's doing very well tonight here in the sprints. It is the velodrome.com International Sprint Grand Prix 2, the second time we've done this over the summer here at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center. And they're going to set up. Now, I noticed sometimes, too, Jason, are they occasionally closer to one another? Can they choose where they want to be on the track?
The rider, I believe, at the top of the track, he determines where he will position himself on the start line. Deciding which rider is going to be at the bottom of the track, though, that is done by the luck of the draw. You'll see them at the beginning of the race. They pick golf balls out of a bag. It's kind of just the luck of the draw to see who gets the bottom of the track. Ryan Bailey having a very good night on Friday night. He's actually the winner of the men's Kieran out here, another UCI event that was held on Friday night. Ryan Bailey ended up winning that event.
And before they come into that final lap, too, you were mentioning before show that this actually is a UCI sanctioned event. They are earning points that can benefit them toward competition.
That's right. Later on in the year when we have the World Championships, if you've done very well in events like this, you might earn the chance to go to the World Championships. And of course, next year, the Olympic Games, you have to go through the same process, racing these UCI events.
So here they go. They are now in turn 1. They head to turn 2. You can see on that shot there, the banking of the track giving you a good shot what the riders are facing, going up against. Both riders out of their seat now as they head down turn 3 and turn 4.
Ryan Bailey looks like he's a little chilly out there. It looks like he's shivering there on his bike. It's such a violent effort sometimes when they get their bikes to speed. You have to use your entire body, and that includes your arms. Interesting, you race a bike, not just with your legs, but with your whole body. And Ryan Bailey here doing a very good job getting up out of the saddle, rocking and rolling.
You see both riders there, good shot, but Bailey gets too big of a jump, and he's going to come across that finish line. And a lot of fans down there in turn 1 by the track, and we're going to go to break, but don't touch that dial. More racing from the Valley Preferred Cycling Center here in Trexlertown.
Get ready for some extreme excitement. See the Crazy Crew stunt team free with admission at the Great Allentown Fair. Catch aerial daredevils attacking ramps and hitting heights of 18 feet above the asphalt. It's bikes, it's skates, it's skateboards. It's totally rad. See the Crazy Crew perform daily at the Great Allentown Fair, running August 28th through September 3rd. For more details, go online at allentownfair.com.
With cable TV, service and installation are guaranteed. With satellite TV, who knows? Service and installation become your responsibility. Even so-called free installation may require an annual contract. And if there's a problem, then what? Who do you call? With cable TV, service and installation are guaranteed by people you can depend on. People right here in your community. You might want to think about that.
And we are back at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center. It's the Folks on Spokes here in Trexlertown. And it is going to be William Lumpy, I think, is and Linnell Rockmore. They're racing, Jason, I think 3rd and 4th place.
This is for 3rd and 4th place, Jim. And now what's going to happen is these riders, every race will have, it'll be 2 out of 3. So you must win 2 races in order to win 3rd place. And for our next race, you have to win 2 races to win the overall event.
So there you see the riders again getting set on the track. And we saw these riders just a little bit ago. Rockmore lost out in his race.
Linnell Rockmore, one of the local riders here, being coached by May Britt Hartwell, one of the young medalist riders. Velodrome always hopes that our local guys do very well.
It's good having those teams there. A close shot. You want to be a cyclist? That's what you're going to experience, at least if you want to do the sprints out here at the Velodrome. As they are again up high on the track. And again, Jason, we're used to see tonight's all sprinters. Usually we see a mix of those long riders and sprinters. That becomes a nice combination.
I guess the sprinters like to have their own night out here, Jim, so we'll give it to them.
And so here they've got it. No endurance racing tonight here. This is all the quick stuff.
Linnell Rockmore there looks like he wants to lead this race, wants to be at the front of this.
Now, Jason, though, what the fans, in your experience, do they like, like you go to the Olympics, they love to watch those 400-meter, the bang-bang sprints, the speed skating. Is it the same in the cycling, or are the fans divvied up in what they like to watch?
You know, Jim, the good thing about track cycling is every race is different. Some spectators, there are some spectators that really like to watch the sprints, some that like to watch the endurance rides. I like to watch the endurance races. I like to watch the mass start races.
So here they come around. It's 1 lap to go. You heard the bell there.
Now Rockmore at the front has his head down. And looks like the local guy is going to win the first race here for 3rd place. Now he has to win 1 more in order to tie that, or to ensure that. But he's got his first heat here for 3rd place.
And those of you that are used to watching our Lehigh Valley Masters bowling, they've got to win 2 sets of games to win the title. And here he goes.
Interesting. Looks like Linnell Rockmore, he definitely wanted to lead this out. He wanted to be in control of this race. Did a pretty good hook there. And coming out of the last turn there was a good strategy. It worked out for Linnell Rockmore. Comes across the finish line a winner.
Now, will he do fundamentally the same thing the next time around?
Well,
will he have a little, is there another trick in his little bag of tricks?
What he's got to watch out for is that William Lampy doesn't maybe take a flyer right from the gun. William Lampy now, he knows that he's not the fastest guy, maybe not the best tactically either, so he's got to change things coming into the next race. William Lampy can't do the same thing or he's going to lose, so he's got to go back and think about what he's going to do for the next race.
So here is Veloci and Walker. They will go out again. Now this is for 1 and 2. You see there the unique helmet on one of our riders. You had mentioned that in the first set of qualifiers that he had. And is that Walker with the interesting helmet there?
Actually, that's Joe Veloci.
Okay, Veloci with the sort of rounded helmet. I'm sure a little engineering went into that for him, and he feels it gives him an edge. And sometimes even if you just think that it gives you an edge, it does.
And maybe he's playing a psychological game, too. I don't know. I've never had a guy come up with a helmet like that alongside of me. So, well, it worked for him the first time around.
And we'll see if it works here in the finals, as they will do 2 out of 3. And a little move down, but that's basically all that was a little move.
Dan Walker, they're just saying he wants to lead this from the front.
And here they go. They head into turn 3, and they'll pick up that pace a little bit. We'll hear that bell lap. You can find out all the exciting news out here at the Valley Preferred Cycling Center. Just go to thevelodrome.com, and you can stay on top of the races and all the happenings going on here in T-Town.
Dan Walker doing a good job keeping Veloci there a little high on the track. Comes down now. Gets the 200-meter mark. Now they're in full sprint. Things worked out there for Dan Walker. Good for him.
So Walker's going to hold off Veloci in that first one, and we'll see what happens. You saw that graphic there